So now going to the illustration number 60, what is given here, Deepika and Rashri are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. Okay. On 31st of March 2012, their balance sheet was as under. What is given here? Sundry creditor were 16,000, public deposit 61,000, bank overdraft 6,000, outstanding liability 2,000, capital account of Deepika and Rashri, it is 48,000 and 40,000. That is the total comes to 88,000. Clear? In the asset side, we can see cash in hand, cash at bank, stock, prepaid insurance, sundry debtors, less the provision, plant and machinery, land and building, capital, it is there. Okay. Clear? So these are the components given in the asset side. So out of that, out of the total balance sheet, what I have told you, you have to find out the accumulated losses, accumulated profits, accumulated reserves, presence of goodwill. Okay. So we can see that there is nothing such, no accumulated reserve, no accumulated profit, no accumulated losses and goodwill, nothing is there, right? So what we will do, we'll straightforward go to the adjustments. In the adjustment, what is given here on the above date, that is on 31st of March 2012, they decided to admit Anshu as a partner in the firm. Okay. Under the following terms and conditions. What are the terms and conditions? First one, the new profit sharing ratio of Deepika, Rashri and Anshu will be 5:3:2. Here, this is a new ratio. Anshu shall bring 32,000 as his capital. Okay. Anshu is unable to bring in cash for his share of goodwill. Okay, he is not able to bring his share of goodwill, so we know how to treat it. Then partners therefore decide to calculate goodwill on the basis of Anshu's share in the profit and capital contribution made by him to the firm. This is the concept what we have done in the hidden goodwill. This is a hidden goodwill concept. What is told here? That partners are deciding to calculate the value of goodwill on the basis of Anshu's share in the profit and the capital contribution. That is, what is the proportion of his capital contribution to the profit, right? What is the profit sharing ratio and what is the capital contribution? Proportionately, we will find it out, and accordingly, we will find out what is the goodwill. Same way, just what we have done in case of hidden goodwill. Clear? That is the concept given here, hidden goodwill. Then coming to the next one, plant and machinery would increase by 12,000. So revaluation credit 12,000, right? Then stock will be increased to 40,000. What was stock? Stock 32,000. Now increase to. Try to understand what is the meaning by increase. What is the meaning of increase by? Increase by matlab pura ka pura. Total 12,000 will increase. So here I took total 12,000 in the revaluation credit side. But what is told here? Stock would increase to 40,000. 2 means up to 40,000. So what is the stock value? 32,000. So increase 2 means now it will become 40,000. So what is the increase? 32,000 it is now, and it is going to increase to 40,000. That means what is the difference? 8,000. So the stock will the stock value is going to increase by 8,000. So revaluation credit side will be 8,000. Clear? What is the meaning of buy and to? If it is buy, then the total value. If it is to, then the difference you have to find out. Clear? Then what is told? Provision for doubtful debt is going to be how much? 4,000 is to be maintained at 4,000 rupees. Now you can see that the debtor were 28,800. Provision was 800. Now it is told that provision for doubtful debt should be maintained at 4,000. That means what is the extra value? 3,200 rupees, right? Already you have 800. Now it is told to make 4,000. So it is extra of 3,200. So 3,200 extra provision you have to create. That means chance of loss. So it will go in revaluation debit side. Clear? Revaluation debit side. Okay. Then value of land and building has appreciated by 20%. So land and building value is going to be appreciated by 20%. Okay. So land and value increased by 20% means what was the land and building value? Land and building was 50,000. So 20% of 50,000 is 10,000, right? Appreciate means increase. So increase means revaluation credit side, isn't it? Revaluation credit side, how much? 20% of 50,000, that is 10,000 rupees. Clear? Then again coming to the next one, furniture has depreciated by 10%. So furniture it was 10,000. 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. So depreciated means loss. So revaluation debit side. Clear? Then comes next one. There is an additional liability of 8,000 being outstanding salary. Outstanding salary of 8,000 was there. What happened? Payable to an employee of the firm. The liability is not included in the outstanding liability. This has not been included. Okay. Clear? It has not been stated. It has not been given in the outstanding liability. So what you have to do? It is called as unrecorded liability. So what is the entry for unrecorded liability? Revaluation account debit. Please note down the entry. Okay, as I say, revaluation account debit to outstanding salary. How much? 8,000. Clear? Whatever item will be there, revaluation account debit to the item name. So here it is outstanding salary. So it will be revaluation account debit to outstanding salary. Clear? You have to prepare a journal entry for all these questions, all these points. Okay. So ledger accounts I will show. Journal entry you will have to prepare. So I'll just repeat once again journal entry from here. So you can just remember and you can try on your own. Like first of all, I'll give for the revaluation. Plant and machinery would increase by 12,000. That means plant and machinery account debit to revaluation, right? Revaluation credit side 12,000. Then stock to increase to 40,000. The difference is 8,000, right? So how much it will be? Stock account debit 8,000 to revaluation account 8,000. Then provision for doubtful debt to be maintained 4,000. That means 3,200 extra. So the entry will be revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt 3,200. Then value of land and building appreciated, how much? 20%. So 20% we got it. How much? 10,000. Clear? So what will be the entry? Land and building account debit 10,000 to revaluation account 10,000. Then furniture has been depreciated by 10%. It will be depreciation account debit to furniture 1,000. Clear? Then here it will be, as I already told, revaluation account debit to outstanding salary 8,000. Clear? Now what is given here? Partner decided, it was not given in the balance sheet, means above it was not recorded. Okay, this liability was not recorded, unrecorded liability. Then after that, what is told? Partner decided to show this liability in the books of accounts. So we are going to show obviously that. So what is asked? Prepare revaluation account, capital account, and the balance sheet. So what you will do, if you are being asked for preparation of account, what you will do is that first of all you prepare all the accounts and transfer the opening balance of capital. Okay. Transfer the opening balance of capital. So what will you do? Just for balance, we are saying revaluation account, capital account, and balance sheet. We have prepared it. Then what we will do? First of all, this opening balance will go. There is no journal entry for transfer of opening balance. What is going to be the entry? It will be by, in the capital account, by balance brought down. You can see here by balance brought down. It is how much? We can see the figure once again in the question. It is 48,000 and 40,000. So ultimately it is coming how much? 48,000 and 40,000 here. By balance brought down 48,000 and 40,000. Okay. After that, one by one we will go. Once it is done, once the opening balance is transferred, the second step you should follow is transfer of reserve, accumulated profits, accumulated losses. But there is nothing such. We have already seen that. Then the third step. The third step is to prepare revaluation account and show it. So now we have seen that what is going to come in the revaluation account. First of all, plant and machinery will come in the credit side because increase. Stock will come in the credit side because of increase. Buy plant and machinery 12,000. Buy stock 8,000. You know why? It is increase, right? And after that, what was that? Provision. Provision was there. So two provision of 3,200, right? I'm showing once again. You can see that a provision is required. Provision is to be maintained 4,000. So the difference was already we have 800. You can see 800 is already there. So new, what is the new value? New extra value 3,200. So 3,200 we have to prepare provision. So two provision for doubtful debt 3,200. Then furniture was depreciated 10%. So 1,000 is coming. Outstanding salary was there 8,000. And land and building appreciated, it was 10,000, right? So we have got the debit side and credit side total. So once we get the total of debit side and credit side, we'll find it in the rough and we'll find out whether it is a profit or it is a loss. So we can see it is a profit. Credit side is more. So credit side 30,000 and debit side it is how much? 11,000, 12,200. So after deducting, we can see the value is how much? 17,800. So this 17,800 is nothing but the profit on revaluation. And we know profit on revaluation is transferred to old partner's capital account in their profit sharing ratio. So what is the profit sharing ratio in this question? It is already given here. The profit sharing ratio is 3:2, right? So 17,800 will be transferred in 3:2 ratio. That is 3 by 5 of 17,800 and 2 by 5 of 17,800. That is 10,680 and 7,120. The total comes to 17,800. Clear? So this is how a revaluation account can be solved. Clear? Once the revaluation account has been solved, then we can go for capital account. What we will do in the capital account? We will transfer this profit on revaluation. Where will come the profit? It will come in the credit side. So in the credit side of capital account, by revaluation account, how much? 10,680 and 7,120 rupees. Clear? This is nothing but, what is that? It is the profit on revaluation, right? Now let's move back again and let's find out what is going to be done after the revaluation has been done. After revaluation, the fourth step should be to find out what is the value of goodwill. Then again, continuing with that should be what is the gaining ratio or sacrificing ratio. Okay, after that, admission and then transfer. So let's see one by one. So first of all, what we'll do, the new ratio is given here, 5:3:2, and the old ratio is already known, 3:2. So what we'll do, let's calculate the sacrificing or gaining ratio, whatever it is. Okay. So in that case, we can find it out. The old ratio was, in case of Deepika, the old ratio was 3 by 5. In case of Rashri, the old ratio was 2 by 5. And the new ratio was 5:3:2, right? So 5 by 10 and 3 by 10. Clear? After calculating, you can see that the sacrifice of Deepika and Rashri is how much? 1 by 10 and 1 by 10. That is equally. Clear? So equally. Let's find out what is Anshu's share of goodwill now. Now, what is the goodwill of the firm? It is already given? No. We have to find out. How we are going to find out? Anshu is unable to bring the capital, unable to bring the goodwill, and partner are deciding that the goodwill will be calculated on Anshu's share and his capital contribution. So what was Anshu's share? 2 by 10. You can see here 5:3:2. That is 2 by 10, isn't it? 2 by 10 or 1/5 is the same thing. Okay, 2 by 10. So what is his capital? He is going to bring 32,000 as capital. So he is going to give 32,000 for how much share? 2 by 10 share. So what will be the total capital reciprocal of that? So the reciprocal of that is 32,000 reciprocal means 10 by 2. So the capital is 1,60,000. Right? Total value of the business or total capital should be 1,60,000. Deduct the other things. What is the capital of other partners? What is the capital of what was the adjusted? Actually, it is not only the capital, it should be the adjusted capital. Okay, what was the adjusted capital of Deepika? We can see the already existing capital was how much? You can just see in the balance sheet once again. The existing capital is 48,000. Please try to understand. It is very important and very what you can say. It's very complicated also here how to understand. Deepika 48,000, Rashri 40,000, right? So it is the value. Now what you will find out today, the value is not 48,000 and 40,000. It is the old value. Today the value will be after adding reserve, after adding revaluation profit, or after deducting losses, or after deducting revaluation loss. So there are no revaluation loss, no profit, no loss, nothing else. Only revaluation profit was there. So we'll add along with this capital. We are going to add revaluation profit and find out what is the capital value today. So we can see the capital value here. It is calculated. Capital of Deepika is 48,000 plus profit on revaluation 10,680. That is 58,680. I'm repeating once again. I have already told you that remember it should be the adjusted capital. That means capital, present value of capital should be calculated by adding up capital balance plus revaluation profit or minus revaluation loss plus reserve, okay, plus profit, accumulated profit minus accumulated loss. That will be your adjusted capital. So here nothing else is there, only the capital of Deepika plus the profit on revaluation. So it is coming 58,680. In case of Rashri also, it is coming 40,000 plus 7,120. That is 47,120. and Anshu was going to bring a capital of how much? 32,000. So the total capital of the partner is supposed to be how much? 1,37,800. 1,37,800. Okay, 1,37,800. And the total capital was how much? 1,60,000. So obviously the balancing we are going to get how much? Value of goodwill is how much? 22,200. This 22,200 is nothing but the value of goodwill. Okay. And what will be Anshu's share? Anshu's share is 2 by 10. So 2 by 10 of 22,200 is 4,440 rupees. Clear? 4,440 rupees. Now we have already seen the sacrificing and the gaining ratio. It is a sacrifice of Deepika and Rashri. How much? Equally. So this 4,440 rupees will be taken by Deepika and Rashri in 1:1 ratio equally. That means 2,220 and 2,220 rupees. So we have got that. Now we can give admission. So what is the admission journal entry? I'm repeating the journal entry also. So remember that. Okay. Now one entry skipped is just skipped here. So this one I will repeat it. What is the entry for profit on revaluation? It is revaluation account debit to Deepika's capital account to Rashtri's capital account. Now coming back again, we are going to give admission now. So what is the journal entry for admission? Anshu is going to bring how much? 32,000 as capital. So entry for capital should be given first. Okay. Or even if in some books or here also it is given the current account, that is the goodwill entry is given first. Generally you can give the admission and then you can adjust the goodwill. Okay, there is no problem. So first of all you should give the admission. So what is the admission entry? Bank account debit to Anshu's capital account. So Anshu's capital account credit side by bank account 32,000. Clear? Okay. Next comes premium for goodwill. We saw the premium for goodwill. It should be 4,440 rupees. That is 4,440 rupees. And he is not able to bring it. We saw that in the question. You can see in the question once again. Anshu is not able to bring bring in cash for the share of goodwill. So he is not going to bring the premium for goodwill. So what will be the entry? Premium for goodwill will be, how it will be shown? Anshu's current account debit 4,440 rupees, 4,440 rupees to Deepika's capital account to Rashtri's capital account 2,220, 2,220. Okay, equally. So the journal entry is that, and how the entry will come in Deepika's and Rashtri's capital account credit side by Anshu's current account 2,220 rupees in Deepika, 2,220 rupees in case of Rashtri. Clear? Okay. Now let's find out anything else is there. No, nothing else is there. Everything done. So once everything is done, what you will do? Just do the balancing. So how to balance a capital account? Take the credit side total of Anshu first, bring it in the debit side, and that's nothing else to subtract. So the balance will be 32,000. In case of Rashtri, take the credit side total and also see what is in the debit side. There was nothing in the debit side. So 49,340 rupees will come here, and obviously the balance is going to be 49,340 rupees. In case of Deepika, it is 60,900, nothing to subtract, so it will be 60,900 rupees. So the new capital is how much after admission? 60,900 rupees, 49,340 rupees, and 32,000 rupees. Now we are going to prepare the new balance sheet. Although this new balance sheet is has been omitted from your course content of 2020-21, but still we are asked to show you all these things, so we are going to repeat and we'll see it once again. Okay. So let's begin from the beginning. What is there? Cash in hand 1,200 and cash at bank of 2,800. But we have seen that Anshu came in the business with 32,000. Okay. So it depends where you are showing. If he is bringing in, if you are showing the capital in cash, then you will add with cash. If you are showing the capital with bank, then we'll add with the bank. Okay. So here it is shown with the bank. So that is why cash in hand is intact, no change, 1,200 rupees. And the bank balance it is 28,200 rupees. How come? 32,000 was the original value of capital he bought, right? Plus bank balance was 2,800 rupees. So it is coming 34,800, isn't it? And you can carefully see that there is a bank overdraft over here, 6,000 rupees, isn't it? So you cannot show bank overdraft cash in hand again and again. So here it is shown, it is not 100% justified. You cannot show it like this. You have to show the net figure. Whether you will have money in the bank or you will not have. Both the things are not possible, that you will have also and you will not have also. Okay, so what is going to be the balance? 32,000 plus 2,800, that is 34,800 minus 6,000, it is coming 28,800 rupees. So this is what it is coming, 28,800 rupees. Clear? Stock we already show, it was 32,000 and it has increased of 8,000. Now it is how much? 40,000. Prepaid insurance no change, 1,000. Sundry debtor we have made a provision of now 4,000. So 28,800 minus 4,000, it is coming 24,800. Plant and machinery, the value has increased to 10%. So earlier it was how much? Earlier it was 50,000. Now it is increase of 10,000, means 60,000. Furniture was depreciated, right? Earlier it was 10,000. Now it will be 9,000. And along with that, there will be current account balance, because the current account balance will appear in the liability asset side. Why? Because it is a debit balance of Anshu, debit balance of Anshu, or debit balance of capital, debit balance of current account. It always appear in the asset side. Debit balance of capital you will not get now. You will get it when you see you will study about the insolvency of a partner. Okay, insolvency of a firm at the time. Now you will not get it. Present you will get only the current account in the asset side, because this is nothing but the debit balance of current account. So it will come in the asset side. You might have got in the beginning sections of partnership from this particular concept. Okay, so the furniture is 9,000. Okay, furniture 9,000 after depreciation, and Anshu's current account will be 4,440 rupees. The premium for goodwill, right, which he did not bring. So we have taken from his current account. So it will be Anshu's current account 4,440 rupees. Clear? Now coming to the asset side, sundry creditor. Let's see what is in the asset side. Creditor were 16,000, no change was there. Bills, public deposit 61,000, no change. Bank overdraft will not be there because it is adjusted with the cash at bank, right? So no bank overdraft. Outstanding liability 2,000. Along with that, 8,000 rupees of outstanding salary will be added. So it will become 10,000. Okay, 10,000, and the capital account will be shown according to the new capital account balance. Okay. So let's see what is in the balance sheet here. Yeah. So sundry creditor, no change, right? 16,000 ka 16,000 is there. Then public deposit 61,000, no change. Outstanding liability 2,000 was there, added with 8,000. Now it is 10,000. 8,000 was the outstanding salary. Clear? You have seen the last point. Okay. Then after that, coming to the next one, capital account. This is nothing but the adjusted new balance. That is 60,900, 49,340, and 32,000. It is coming to 1,42,240. And the total of both the sides of balance sheet must match. That is 2,29,240 rupees. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. I hope it is clear. This is very interesting and important sum. Okay. So please go through it nicely and make a total note of it. Don't say that this is in the book and all. You have to make a total note of all these things. Clear? And the working note is very, very important. You have to make the working note because it is going to be the base for your, this is going to be a base for your understanding. Okay. This is going to be a base for your understanding of the chapter. Clear? So you have to make it 100% clear. Okay. Clear?